Now it's time to catch up with Mavis and Phyllis and all the gang and see what they've been doing. It's spring equinox this weekend. The first day of spring means that they've been having a go at some spring cleaning during the virus.
Well, dears, how time fly during the virus. What you talking about, Phyllis? Well, I know, that's right. That ain't really flown because there's been a hell of a time not knowing what's going on or what we're meant to be doing or if life will ever be the same again after we've come through this ultimate strengthening test of human psychology and self-awareness through the isolation of the real world. That's a funny old time during the virus. But the vaccines are rolling in, the old AstraZeneca and the Tizer. Things will soon be marvellous again with hope, time and patience. Just you wait and see. Now, 21st of March is officially the first day of spring. Spring is a sign of new things, new ventures and new beginnings. Start afresh. And you can start by having a good old spring cleaning. And that's what we've been doing. We found all sorts of things in the drawers and cupboards. An old jar of Prince's beef paste from 1995, a shilling, a crown, I think that was Phyllis's crown when she had that old toffee, old tickets, one from when we went to see A Midsummer Night's Dream by that Haverhill Open Air Shakespeare group, an old Anglian water bill from 1987, just after the hurricane, a lunch menu from the Australian Arms pub. That's all houses now, isn't it, Phyllis? An old bag from Andy's Records with a receipt in it for a Liberace LP. An old pair of Phyllis's platform shoes. I remember you wore them back at that old dance at Bigmore Hall and that old Mrs. Gregory thought there was a horse loose coming down Kemp's Road. Yeah, we've had all sorts. And that's a remarkable feeling when you can just release and finally let go of all that load what built up after a long time. And we've been at it for 2.5 hours now. How are you getting on, Phyllis? Come again? Whatever do you mean you've had an arousing suspicion all along that Dillis was a criminal? Ooh. Well, look at this. A newspaper from 1969. Oh, that's Dillis on the front. Well, let's have a read. Dillis Deeks of Haverhill was arrested last week admitting to the 10 accounts of theft over the past year. Dillis confessed and pleaded guilty to the thefts, including smalls on a washing line, eggs and biscuits. Well, I never. Well, that was before she moved in next door. And that's Dillis claims she just snuck into the houses to borrow a few things, torch in hand. When they caught her, she was sharp and defiant. That sounded about right. And they found 4 eggs, 17 biscuits, 3 pairs of tights and a pair of bloomers shoved in her pockets. And she confessed, yep, I had them. She was sent to prison for 6 months. Well, you think you know someone. Willis and Morris have said they've seen her in Tesco swapping all the mixed-size Burford browns so she get all the big ones in her box, but who knew she was the egg and biscuit thief all along? And then when she go, oh no, well that's Dillis knocking asking if we got a biscuit. I say, I'm going to ring her and tell her what we found. Look out, that's ringing. Hello, Dillis. I say, me and Phyllis have been doing a bit of spring cleaning and we found an old newspaper with you on it from 1969. And we found out that you be... Mind how you go. Well, she says she was ever so sorry for what she done. She shan't do it again. But nothing will ever beat the dinners what she got in prison. She had the best time of her life. Well, you mustn't judge someone on their past. She learnt her lesson. Oh, for goodness sake. At least she asked for a biscuit now. Reply to her in the Knox, no I hain't.
Mavis, Phyllis and all the gang during the virus.